Breaking news, he was just found dead in San Francisco by Matt Palumbo for mpolitical.com. One of San Francisco's most influential proponents of the city's sanctuary policy was recently reported as deceased. This came just weeks after a shock verdict decision when illegal alien Jose Inez Garcia Zarate was found not guilty in the murder of 32-year-old Kate Steinle, whom he shot and killed in 2015 because San Francisco is a sanctuary city, the court disallowing any mention of Zarate's immigration status and post-deportation in the courtroom. Zarate would have been deported for the sixth time had San Francisco not been a sanctuary, and Kate Steinle would still be alive today. He was on probation in Texas during the time he killed Steinle, so he does face up to 10 years in prison for the firearms charge he was convicted of, but that's hardly the appropriate punishment for taking a life. Zarate's defense team managed to convince a jury that his gun discharged itself accidentally, which only a jury of possible liberals in San Francisco could expect to believe. It's a pointless policy, but one with many defenders in liberally influenced cities. Among them was Judge Ed Lee, San Francisco's 43rd mayor, who was recently reported as dead in response to criticism following Steinle's death. He took a stand as a proponent of San Francisco's sanctuary city policy, saying San Francisco is and always will be a sanctuary city. According to Freedom Daily, Mayor Ed Lee died on Tuesday. He was 65. Lee's death was announced by the city in a statement. No cause of death was immediately given. It is with profound sadness and terrible grief that we confirm that Mayor Edwin M. Lee passed away on Tuesday, December 12th at 1:11 a.m. at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital, the statement said. Family, friends, and colleagues were at his side. Our thoughts and prayers are with his wife Anita, his two daughters Brianna and Tanya, and his family. Lee had previously served as the director of San Francisco's Human Rights Commission from 1991 to 1996, and then became city administrator from 2005 to 2011. The main criticism he faced among his fellow liberals was economic, and his policies drove up the price of housing, making it unaffordable for most middle-income residents of the city. Leaders of the city have been mourning his loss, and many memorials to him have already been set up. There's about a 0% chance that a right-wing opponent of sanctuary cities would dare destroy a memorial honoring Lee, but we know the same can't usually be said about those on the left. In what's a repulsive move, liberal students at UC Berkeley destroyed a vigil held for Steinle that the college Republicans set up. While the vigil was ongoing, UC Berkeley's CR Vice President Naweed Tomas told the college Fix protesters showed up. They were shouting during my remarks and throughout the vigil. Before, during, and after, he explained. I couldn't make out everything they were shouting, but it's usually in the name of humanity. We refuse to accept a fascist regime. I mean, give me a break with these idiots. To add insult to injury, the next morning a member of the Republican group found the large poster of Steinle ripped and trashed. Isn't that disgusting? Isn't that disgusting? I mean, isn't it actually disgusting? What is going through their heads during this time? They're okay with an innocent woman being murdered because it was an illegal alien who did so, and it would be politically incorrect to call out his immigrant status? Talk about judging people by the color of their skin instead of the content of their character. That wasn't even the only memorial to draw controversy. It became even worse and more insulting to a woman who lost her life thanks to the sanctuary city status that so terribly destroyed cities for the sake of being politically correct. The same liberals who would have had no problem politicizing Steinle's death to push gun control were apparently outraged that anyone would dare use her death to push for reasonable border control. Kate Steinle Memorial, dubbed Hate Shrine by anti-white media city of San Francisco, removed the memorial. It's disturbing. We cannot even honor a dead white girl unless she is believed to have been killed by a white man. Then you can have a massive candlelight vigil and memorial like done for hashtag Heather Heyer, right? If it doesn't fit their political narrative. Retweeting this in memory of Kate Steinle, murdered by an illegal Mexican felon, acquitted by an anti-Trump San Francisco jury, because the city today removed this makeshift memorial shrine to her for the pier she was murdered as a white hate memorial, hashtag boycott San Francisco. CBS San Francisco claimed that officials said the memorial violated city policy. Apparently it's city policy to remove memorials within 10 days of a victim's funeral service. Steinle passed away in 2015, meaning people were required to remove the memorial even though the outcome of the trial had just occurred and people wanted justice in her name. Of course, the vigil wasn't just about memorializing her life, which had been lost so abruptly, but also to remind people about the failure of San Francisco's legal system and their incompetent leadership, which permits sanctuary city status that often protects illegal aliens, criminals, instead of protecting American citizens. What would happen if someone placed a memorial for a person who is not white? Would they face the same ramifications as Kate Steinle supporters met? Would they be told to take the memorial down? Would people call it a hate shrine or insult the life lost by an innocent person who was just spending time with her father? I mean, and this liberal judge, people mourning, well, I say good riddance. And you know, I feel sorry for the Republicans on the right living in San Francisco that have to deal with this mess, you know, this colossal mess, because it's disgraceful. If it doesn't fit their narrative of gun control or anything else, they don't want it. If it's against whatever they're standing for, it's really disgusting. And you know, I mean, the people should just move out. Stop paying the taxes for the real estate taxes there and things in that city for this. I mean, get out from that place. Let them harbor all the illegals they want. Let them pay for it. Let's see where they're going to find the money to pay for this sanctuary city status that they're claiming. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.